all right, in this truth. That's doing all they can to make, all right. And by the topic, all right, are you able to drink of the cup of the Lord? All right, so like it, bear with me. I'm trying to move somewhere where there's some connection. Nevertheless, this is, are you able to drink of the cup of the Lord? All right, this is very explicit, straightforward. All right, to the cut. All right, we not sugarcoating nothing in this cold cut, right? We not biting our tongue. We gonna tell you how it is through the Spirit, and if your spirit is able to bear it, all praises to the Most High. But if not, then guess what? This might not be the place for you. All right, the truth might not be, a place where you need to be if you get offended in this cold cut. All right, so like in 1 second. All right, 1 second. All right. So first we're gonna kick it off with the classic, right? And this is a classic topic. All right, brothers and sisters should be familiar with the cup of the Lord. What is it? The thing that's inside. But these fundamental milk topics, these topics that you receive when you first come into the truth, they always apply later down the road. Whether you've been in 5 years, right? You might have been in 10 years, 12 years. These still fundamental topics that comes with the truth, they always should be playing in your mind. All right, and this is very important because everybody, if you didn't know, everybody can't drink of the cup of the Lord, man. All right, everybody's not worthy to drink it all. Certain people, they drink it halfway. All right, other people, they take a sip. Other people, they drink it, then they spit it out. Certain people, they drink some of it, then they pour the rest out. So everybody's not able to drink of the cup of the Lord. That's why when Yahweh Shai was, during his ministry, he was asking certain questions. It's not because he was trying to be funny. All right, the Lord was trying to downplay certain people. These was serious questions. All right, so let's go to that classic in the book of Matthew, the 20th chapter. That's why he asks, the mother of the two sons of Zebedee, all right, are you able to drink of the cup that I am, able to drink of? So let's go to that. It's Matthew chapter 20 and verse number 20. It says, then came to him the mother of Zebedee's children with her sons, worshiping him and desiring a certain thing of him. And he said unto her, what wilt thou? She said unto him, grant that these my two sons may sit, one on thy right hand and the other on the left in thy kingdom. So what this woman wanted, she wanted her two sons, one to be on the right hand side of the Lord and the other to be on the left hand side. This is what Yahweh Shai said unto her. But Yahweh Shai answered and said, ye know not what ye ask. Meaning, woman, you don't even know what you asking. All right? Do you know what you asking? And that's the question that the Lord is supposing to us. When you come into this truth, guess what? A lot of times, a lot of people they don't know what they getting themselves into. All right? That's why when certain people don't come into truth like this or don't click like this, we don't get upset. We don't get mad. Now you got certain brothers, they get upset, they get heated, they start to get irritated, start shaking their leg. If you're a man of understanding, you're not gonna get upset. If your mom doesn't come into the truth, yes, you're gonna be down a little bit, but if you have the precepts in your head and you know the scriptures, hey, you're not gonna be that mad. All right. A lot of times brothers like to bring trying to bring sisters from the world into the truth. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna just bring this sister in the world. All right. I'm gonna just bring her to the truth. Guess what? It's not gonna be that easy. You're trying to bring men into the truth for a husband. Are you trying to bring your great grandmother in the truth? Your granddad, your cousins, your fathers, your people of near kin? Guess what? It's not gonna be that easy. Again, this is a high risk job. This truth is not for everybody. You got to understand that. That's why certain people don't just come in like that. It's not just, oh yeah, we want to bring, yes, we want the house of the Lord to be filled, but at the same time, we want quality over quantity. We want people that's gonna sincerely actually gonna be in it, rather than have 1,000 ton of people and a ton of sheep to come in, yet all of their heart is deceitful. So when you come into this thing, hey, the Lord is gonna say, you know not what you asked. Because to get the kingdom, hey, a lot of people, they want the kingdom of heaven. But guess what? You don't know what you're asking for. It's not what you think it is. It's not as easy as you think it's gonna be. All right. You don't know what you asking. Do you know what you getting yourself into? You you getting yourself into the life of a prophet. You getting yourself into days without eating, fastings often. You getting yourself into a heavy persecution. You getting yourself into people hating you for no reason, because you doing what's righteous. You getting to yourself into rejection. All of these things, guess what? That's all in that you don't know what you ask. Right? This is what Yahushua said. Are ye able to drink of the cup that I shall drink of, and to be baptized with the baptism that I am baptized with? They said unto him, we are able. And he said unto them, ye shall indeed drink of my cup, and be baptized with the baptism that I am baptized with. So Yahushua, all on a deeper level, he knows who's going to be able to drink of the cup. That same, everybody, like we said earlier, everybody can't drink of the cup of Yahushua. What's in that cup? It's not juice. It's not high C. It's not water. In that cup is everything that Yahushua went through. Now that cup could differ, you know what I'm saying, from different men. Nevertheless, in that cup is strivings, it's perils, all right? A suicide in that, it's certain people, they want to kill themselves, man. Suicide is in that cup. Depression, all right? Anxiety, discomfort, all right? But it's also some good, sweet things in that cup. Rejoicing, the commandments, wisdom, it's all mixed in. So on a deeper level, Yahushua, he knew that these two men was going to be able to drink of the cup. That's why they was able to follow him. But guess what? Yahushua can't say that for everybody. All right? Yahushua can't say that for your mother. Yahushua can't say that for your father. All right? For your children. For your wife. For that sister that you're trying to bring into the truth. For you sister, that husband that you're trying to bring into the truth. It says, ye shall indeed drink of my cup and be baptized with the baptism that I am on my left. It is not mine to give, but it shall be given to whom it is prepared of my Father. All right. And again, this is where you read about the cup of the Lord. All right. Also known as the cup of Yahushua. Let's go to the book of Ezekiel. All right. And it's synonymous when you read the scriptures. It's synonymous between that book. All right. We're going to get that in Ezekiel, the 3rd chapter. All right. It's the book of Ezekiel, chapter 3 and verse number 1. All right. It's Ezekiel 3 and 1. Moreover, he said unto me, son of man, eat that thou findest. Eat this roll and go speak to the house of Israel. So that cup is synonymous with a roll that you read about in the scriptures. So I opened my mouth and he caused me to eat that roll. Now, is this an actual roll, a scroll, all right, a book? A lot of these things are spiritual. When you read verse 3, it says, and he said, man, cause thy belly to eat and fill thy bowels with this roll that I give thee. Then did I eat, and it was in my mouth as honey for sweetness. All right. And that's how this truth is going to be. All right. This truth is compared to sweetness because it is sweet at first. All right. You come into this truth. I mean, man, you got the ability to change your life. You learn the commandments. You learn new things. Even just learning in general. When you learn new things, all right, that's a common desire that most people have. Learn more. They want to find out more. So you learning new things. You meet people you never met before. All right. You getting along with people that you wouldn't get along with in the world. Things is working out in your favor. Are you getting that job you wanted? You know, the Most High is causing you to prosper. through the Spirit, everything's going swell. All right, you learned you were Israelite. You getting that joy of that salvation. So it's gonna be sweet. All right, let's go to Psalms. Hey, this word is sweet. Let's go to Psalms chapter 119. And you read certain precepts, you know, you just coming in, precepts you never found out. Guess what? That stuff tastes good. All right, Amos 3:1. All right, the nation is going into slavery. All right, the Babylon is great. It's finna be destroyed. We got to repent and keep the commandments. All right, Acts 17:11. All right, fundamental precepts, Isaiah 61:1 on down, who the gospel is for. All of those fundamental precepts is sweet at first. All right, your household is in order. So this is Psalms chapter 119 and 103. Psalms 119 and 103. It says, how sweet are thy words unto my taste. Yea, sweeter than honey to my mouth. So these words, the words of the Most High is always going to be sweet. It's always going to taste good. It's going to feel good, all right, to your spirit. But with this book that you read about in Ezekiel, the 3rd chapter, it has a afterward effect, as they say. All right, for example, cranberry juice, man. All right, you drink some cranberry juice. It's kind of sweet at first. Then it starts to get a little bit bitter. All right, it get a little bit better at the end. All right, or beet juice. For anybody that had beet juice, it kind of tastes sweet, a little bit of sweet. Tastes good at first, soothing. But then them beets start kicking in and kind of tastes a little bit nasty. All right, and that's how it is in this truth. It's gonna be sweet, but then it's a just balance. You have to have a just balance in life. You have that bitterness. All right, that's why chiefly, that's really why, you know, the mother of the 2 sons of Zebedee, she really asked that question, because that was the kingdom, that sweetness. She wanted her 2 sons to sit on the kingdom because she knew he was the Messiah. If you can't tell me that's not sweet, I mean, that's sweet. But the reason why the Lord said, you know, not what she asked, because she was only considering the sweet part. She wasn't considering the bitter afterward effects. That's why you got to think twice when you know what I'm saying, you want your family to come into the truth, man. Because you got to think, is they going to be able to endure that persecution? Then you think, oh yeah, nah, my uncle, he's definitely not, I don't think he's able to do that. That's why the Most High didn't bring him in. Okay, it makes sense now. All praise to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. All right, dang, man, the Lord didn't want me to bring that sister into the truth. Oh yeah, she wasn't going to be able to handle the persecution to come, that bitterness. That's why it didn't happen. All praise to the Most High. All right, my grandfather, my father, they didn't come into this thing. They're not able to drink of that cup. That's why the Lord didn't bring them in. Everything is gonna make sense. There's certain relationships, all right, people that you was friends with in the world before the truth. All right, you wonder why your friend, you probably told your friends. Guess what? They didn't come into this thing. Right now, they still, some of my friends, they still smoking weed, right? They smoking weed right now. All right, they getting into folly and wickedness. They worried about the wrong things. Life is not in order. All right, struggling. Some of them barely got jobs. But you wonder, you said, why the Lord had that happen. It's because they're not able to drink out of the cup. They only will want to drink of the cup for that sweet taste. But who wants that bitter taste as well? All right, let's go to Revelation. All right, let's go to the book of Revelation, because Yahushua, he's not the only prophet, right, that drunk of the cup. All right, we just read about Ezekiel. All right, let's read about John the Revelator. All right, it's the book of Revelation, chapter 10 and verse number 10. I'm going to start at verse 9. And I went unto the angel and said unto him, give me the little book. And he said unto me, take it and eat it up, and it shall be in thy belly bitter, but it shall be in thy mouth sweet as honey. And I took the little book out of the angel's hand and I ate it up, meaning this word. You ate up this truth. You digested the laws. All right. Okay. Dang. We got to keep the commandments. Okay. We got to endure all things for the elect's sake. All right. Be patient without change to a lower state. You eating all of that. You got to let it digest first. Even some of the breakdowns, in-depth breakdowns, revelation, all of that stuff is digested. It says, and it was in my mouth sweet as honey. And as soon as I had eaten it, meaning it tasted so good, but the moment it digested, as soon as I eat it, as soon as I finished it, my belly was bitter. What does it mean your belly was bitter? According to the Bible, your belly is your mind. All right, let's prove that. According to the Bible, your belly is also known. Let's go to the book of Job. Let's prove that real quick. All right, let's go to the book of Job, chapter 32. All right, it's the book of Job, chapter 32, and verse number, I'm going to start at verse 19. It says, I'm going to start at verse 18. For I am full of matter. The spirit within me constraineth me. Behold, my belly is as wine, which have no vent. It is ready to burst like new bottles. I will speak that I may be refreshed. I will open my lips and answer. So this belly that it's talking about is your mind. Elihu said he was so full of spirit. All right, so lucky for the connection. Nevertheless, your belly is known as your mind when you read the scriptures. All right, the reason why it was belly because, I mean, you got to think about it. You thinking about all the things that really come with the truth. All right, everything was sweet at first. All right, it was going well. It was some of your best days on the earth in your lifetime. But it starts to become bitter because now your family hates you. All right, your family calling you weird. You didn't expect your family to call you weird. Now they calling you weird. People of the world, they looking at you weird. Oh yeah, he's a lame. He don't know what's going on. Yeah, he's crazy. All right. Hey, certain people, they gonna call you stupid. Hey, certain people, they called me stupid. Because I told them inside the chariots, all right, it's not aliens, it's angels inside the UFOs, which are the chariots. And they said, hey, this guy, he's stupid. He retarded. So they gonna, all right, your kids, all right, they're gonna turn against you if you have children. They might stop liking you. Siblings, little sisters. All right, you starting to be an outcast now. They talking about you. Now you're in more solitude. You're more by yourself. All right. Now when you by yourself, you know, that depression start to kick in a little bit. All right. The depression that you deal with, a lot of people in this truth, they deal with depression. They might not say it. Nevertheless, what else? Then that's when temptation comes. Demons start to attack you now. And a lot of people don't like demon attacks. People are scared of demon attacks, man. A lot of people, they don't want to fight back. Demon, all of this comes with that bitterness. Every day that you're on the earth, you got to constantly deal with demons attacking you. The Lord is trying you hey, that's stressful. All right, let me get this precept in the book of Job, chapter 7. All right, 7 and 17. This Job, chapter 7 and 17. What is man that thou shouldest magnify him, and thou shouldest set thy heart upon him? And that thou shouldest visit him. You go to the store, you're getting tempted. You go home, you're getting tempted. You at work, you're getting tempted. You in your sleep, you're getting tempted. That's that bitterness that comes with it. All right, let's go to that in Sirach, chapter 21. All right. That's why everybody's not able to drink. That's why certain people would never come into the truth. They would never come in. They will only be destroyed. It's not for them, man. All right. Stop trying to make this truth for everybody. This truth is not for everybody. On a deeper level, this truth is really only for the elect. It's really only for the real men and women of the Lord that's going to endure it to the end, right? That's going to stay 10 toes down for the name of the Most High. Guess what? Everybody can't handle that, man. Everybody's not worthy to drink of that cup. Everybody's not built for that. All right? When you read the book of Luke, you read about, we're going to go to that. Nevertheless, you have a phrase called fit for the kingdom of God. If a man looks back, he is not fit for the kingdom. You have people in the world, they're not fit for the kingdom. All right? Even in the world, everybody can't be a basketball player. Certain people, they just born out of shape. They're not born with them natural talents. Everybody can't be a violinist. Certain people, they're not fit for the violin. Everybody can't play the drums. Everybody can't sing. Everybody can't dance. Certain people, they're not fit for that. Everybody's not fit to be a boxer. It's the same way in this truth. Everybody's not fit for the kingdom of the Most High God. So let's go to the book of Sirach, chapter 21. All right, it's the book of Sirach, chapter 21, and verse number 11. Right? Actually, I want 12. This Sirach 21 and 12. It reads, he that is not wise will not be taught, but there is a wisdom which multiplieth bitterness. All right, what is that wisdom that multiplieth bitterness? All right, that's talking about the truth. Because at first it's sweet because of the wisdom, but then the bitterness kicks in, meaning everything that comes with it is bitter now. And that bitter, like we said earlier, that bitterness, people, they vomit that up, even on a physical level. All right, if a drink is not good, or it might taste good at first, people, they spit the drink out. They pour it out on the floor. They vomit it up. But in this truth, you have to drink. Hey, that cup, it look weird. It's like, let's go to that in second address. Hey, you got to imagine a cup. All right, that's the spirit. Hey, imagine a cup like this. All right, but in this cup, it's not. It looks red and blue, and it's swirling around. All right, hey, you got to drink of that cup, man. You can't question what's in there. You can't. What's that? Jake like to say, hey, what's that? What's in there? I'm not drinking that. I don't know what that is. Jake trying to play around with it. Guess what? You got to drink that cup. You can't spit it out. You got to drink it, swallow it, and it is. All right, it's kind of like alcohol at first. For anybody that's drunken, strong drink before, at first it might taste decent. Then, you see certain brothers' face expression, they like, that's that bitterness. Let's go to the book of second Esdras. Right? This is the book of second Esdras, chapter 14, and verse number 38. And the next day, behold, a voice called me, saying, Esdras, open thy mouth and drink, that I give thee to drink. And that's, the Lord may call you out of nowhere. All right? You ask certain brothers and sisters, hey, you thought you would be in this truth like this? They'll tell you no. The Lord just kind of called them. And the Most High, he'll kind of just call you. He is not, a lot of brothers, you try to plot on certain people coming into the truth. It's not reality. Again, this is not for everybody. David, you read Psalm 69 and 22, David, he don't want everybody to make it. Hey, right? Paul, through the spirit of his compassion, he wants all Israel to be saved. Nevertheless, we don't want all Israel to get it, man. It is what it is. All right? Nevertheless, at the most I could just call you. All right. A up, Don Israel, and drink of this cup. All right. Up, Zechariah ben Yahweh, and drink this cup. And guess what? You got to drink it. All right. So I'm going to read that again. And the next day, behold, a voice called me, saying, Edris, open thy mouth, and drink that I give thee to drink. Then opened I my mouth, and behold, he reached me a full cup, which was full as it with water, but the color of it was like fire. So it looked kind of weird. It looked like it was fire in that cup. It wasn't your average, sports drink. Powerade, Gatorade, the little packages you put in the water and mix it up. This cup was different from many different cups. Verse 40, and I took it and drank, and when I had drunk of it, my heart uttered understanding, and wisdom grew in my breast, for my spirit strengthened my memory, and my mouth was open and shut no more. So Esdras, he didn't question. There's no account of Esdras reading this. He started questioning. All right? He drank of the cup, and guess what it is, what it was. He didn't question. He wasn't complaining. A lot of brothers, you complaining, man. Oh, woe is me. Woe is me. It's not going good for me. Guess what? Nobody gives a damn. Who cares? Life is not supposed to go good all the time. All right? What you think? This is a movie? Right? You got certain brothers, they think this is a Beverly Hills movie. We's in Beverly Hills. All right? This is a good movie. Everything's supposed to be sweet. Palm trees. Nice sunny days. Guess what? It don't work like that. All right? Gird up thy loins. A lot of brothers, you need to be smacked on the head a little bit, man. Ezra said, I took it and drank, and when I had drink of it, my heart uttered understanding. So Ezra took that cup like a man, and he drank all of it, man. He didn't leave none in it. He didn't waste some out. Although it was bitter, guess what? He took that bitterness on his chest as a man. We have to be able to do the same. All right? Let's go to the book of Acts, chapter 14. Right? Let's go to the book of Acts, the 14th chapter. All right, it's the book of Acts 14 and 22. Confirming the souls of the disciples and exhorting them to continue in the faith, and that we, through much tribulation, enter into the kingdom of God. So tribulation, like I said, it's a lot of things that's in this cup. Tribulation is one of those things that's in this cup, man. It's a lot of tribulation. It's a lot of affliction. All right? It's a lot of turmoil. It's a lot of catching hell. Right? It's a days of you starving in this cup. You're going to go broke. You're gonna be in this, that's in the cup. All right? Losing relationships with significant others or people in the world. That's gonna happen. All right? Being rejected. Hey, people hating you. A lot of people, you're a people person, man. You care what other people think about you. What people think, you let that determine and dictate your life. Guess what? That's in that cup. Do not drink out of the cup. Oh yeah, endurance. You got to be able to, endurance is in that cup. Don't drink out of the cup and you can't endure. Let's go to Mark chapter 4. A lot of people try to drink of that cup. Don't even know that they're marking themselves to destruction. They don't finish that cup. They just say, oh yeah, we had this one sister, and through the spirit, I still think about this to this day. All right, we had one sister. She drank of the cup, and through the spirit, she's marked to damnation if she don't finish that cup. And I think about that all the time. This sister don't finish the cup, she's literally gonna be destroyed. She's marked. Her life is messed up now, because she has to finish this cup. If not, she's gonna be destroyed in the second coming of Yahushua. So it's not just about drinking a cup. It's about making sure you finish that cup. All right? You keep that cup in your that drink in your stomach. You let it become bitter until it's not bitter anymore. Ultimately, you finish your course. This is the book of Mark, chapter 4, and verse number 15. I'm gonna start at verse 16, right? And these are they likewise, which are sown on stony ground, who, when they have heard the word, immediately received it with gladness. All right, that's people, they come in, they receive this, truth with gladness. All right, that's why the truth could be also, it's a blessing to certain people's lives, but it's also, what's the word I'm looking for? All right, it's a blessing, but it also could be a curse for certain people. Because let's say you just go around, you start marking people. Hey, y'all Israelites, we got to repent and keep the commandments. You give them all of the laws, all of the commandments. Now that person is marked through the Spirit, especially if they comprehend. And from that day forward, if they don't finish that, or if they don't live up to what they've been taught, they destroyed. Nevertheless, reading on, it says, immediately receive with gladness. That's that honey part, or that honey stage. All right, like certain brothers say, that honeymoon phase. All right, when you're on a honeymoon phase with your woman, or people in nowadays, they say that talking phase, that talking stage. You're going out on dates with her, you've been talking on the phone with her, you've been going out with her. Everything's so right. You got butterflies in your stomach. All right, you think this woman, she the one. All right, that's what you call that honeymoon stage. Verse 17, it says, and have no root in themselves, so endure for but a time. So they endure for a time. Afterward, when affliction or persecution arises for the word's sake, immediately they are offended. Meaning, when you get that, are you an Israelite? Hey, y'all racist. Y'all hate white people, don't y'all? Nah, you weird, watch out. Or you might get that, all right, you believe that nations is going into slavery? Nah, you're not a man of God. Watch out with that. Or you get that, oh yeah, you a preacher now. I be seeing you on YouTube. And they laughing at you, they mocking you. Alright? Or you might get that you've been acting different ever since you've been reading that Bible. These the that's just a few amongst a million of things people might say. But that's, persecution that come with his word. Because when you believe in Hamashiach Hamadak Yahushua, you're going to start to suffer for his name's sake. Hey, we want to suffer for the name of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua's sake, man. For his name's sake. I don't give a damn of what other people say. They don't pay my bill. They're not taking care of me. They don't wake me up every morning. All right? Who gives a damn? They're man. Only thing we give a damn about is Yahweh Bashim Yahushua and this truth. So we don't give a damn about what they think. They live in a lie. They're not even really living. They living in darkness while we pursuing righteousness. Nevertheless, that persecution, hey man, hey, you the sister, she got to put on a dress for the rest of her life. Hey, stuff gets shaky. All right? You tell a person they got to come out of darkness, they got to repent. You tell a person they got to stop smoking weed, they can't get no more tattoos. What else? You got to stop eating pork. You tell your mom, hey, mom, you got to stop eating pork if you want to get the kingdom of heaven. Guess what? That's going to be too hard for her. All right? You tell that sister you trying to court, hey, you got to put on a dress for the rest of your life. Guess what, brother? That's going to be too hard for her. She's not going to be able to come in this thing. All right? You tell your daughters, your son, hey, y'all got to start reading the scriptures. Y'all got to start praying every day. Guess what? They can't do that. That's too hard. All right? And you tell somebody you got to be on fire, and that's just the minimum. Let you tell somebody, hey, you got to be on fire for this truth. That's going to be way too hard. Why? It's not for them. So that's why it says immediately they are offended. And these are they which are sown amongst thorns, such as hear the word. Right? You got people that hear this truth, and the cares of this world, and the deceitfulness of riches, and the lust of other things enter in. That's when that reminiscent spirit start coming in. Stuff still get too hard. They thinking about their old life in the world. Man, I was the man in the world, man. Alright. They was calling me what? OG Kinfolk. Like, I mean, it could be anything. They was calling me Lil Brian. Alright. I was the man. I had this. I had that. Man, I had over 200,000. I had over 200 some followers. Alright, on Facebook. I was getting views on Snapchat. I had all of the women, man. I was partying, right? Hey, things was going good. They see somebody with a Lamborghini, they start getting covetousness. All right. They see somebody with them fresh clothes on, getting them tats, being with the women. Hey, them lust, they start entering in. Certain sisters, they start seeing they other siblings get tattoos, getting drunk, partying, having fun. That lust, it start entering in, man. And the cares of this world. It says, and the lust of other things enter in, choke the word, and it becometh unfruitful. See that? Those people, they start becoming unfruitful because they let the cares of this world sift them out. Not knowing that the cares of this world is an illusion. It's not real. You're going to fulfill your desire, your flesh, for about 20 minutes. At the end of the day, you still have a spirit that you have to sleep with. People, they don't understand that. They so busy worried about pleasing the flesh. You don't even know that your spirit, when you go home at night, your spirit is going to commune with inside you. That's why people, they go home, they might appear on the outside to be living good, but people, they going home, they crying, they depressed, they having midlife crisis, as they say. All right, they don't know what to do. They not organized. It's because at the end of the day, they not fulfilling their spirit. What they spirit need, they only fulfilling the flesh. And you got to go home to your spirit. When you sleep, you looking at your wall at night, you communing with your spirit. All right. It says, verse 20, and these are they which are sown on good ground, such as hear the word and receive it, and bring forth fruit, some 30-fold, some 60-fold, and some 100-fold. And those are the people that's supposed to be in the truth. The people that's going to bring forth fruit. The people that's going to actually take this stuff seriously. The people that's not just saying this because it sound good, or it's a trend, or it look cool. The people that's really going to take this truth, and they doing this like this they life. This is our lives, man. This is what we signed up for. This the contract. It is what it is. When you came into this truth, you said the same thing that your forefathers said to the Most High in the wilderness. Let's get that in the book of Numbers. All right. Like you said, you got certain women just complaining, huffing and puffing. Where would I be if I wasn't in this truth? Why is this happening to me? Why me? Hey, we're not trying to hear that, man. That's BS. That's loser mentality. That's sucker mentality. That's goofy activity, man. That's thermish. Right? Let's go to the book of Numbers. Actually, I want Exodus, like it. This Exodus chapter 24 and verse number 7. Well, I'm going to start at verse 6. And Moses took half of the blood and put it in basins, and half of the blood he sprinkled on the altar. And he took the book of the covenant and read it in the audience of the people. And when you came into the truth, you made that blood covenant. All right. Every covenant is established by blood. That's Hebrews chapter 9 and 19. All right. Nevertheless, you made that covenant. You made that. Guess what? When I come into the truth, I'm going to keep the commandments. I'm going to drink of the cup. I'm going to finish all of it. You signed up for it. Now, a lot of people, they don't know that they signed up for it till they actually in it. Just like when people sell their soul, and you got a lot of celebrities, they sell their soul. People of the world, they sell their soul. When you sell your soul to the spiritual demon Satan, all right, you're literally signing a contract. Satan will give you, anything. He'll give you Satan might say, hey, I will give you all of the cares of this world. Just like he did Yahushua, he said, I'll give you all of the kingdoms of the world. I give you this, a watch. I give you this, the woman that you want. I give you a car. I give you this, that, a house. But in the contract, it said you got to serve Satan. Same thing with the truth. Okay, you want the kingdom? All right, bet. Put your name on the list, sign this. In order to get this, you got to do all of these requirements. And you got to go through and endure all of these things. All right. So it reads, and he took the book of the covenant and read in the audience of the people. And they said, all that the Lord hath said, we will do and be obedient. And you said that. Don't lie. Don't try to take it back. Well, I didn't know that's what I got myself into. All right. I didn't mean it like that. No, you said that. You said everything. You said everything that the Most High said, which is these commandments. You was gonna do that. You can't turn back on your word now. Now that you boxed in from every end, you in a corner. You can't turn back your word. All right. You can't give up now. You can't say things is too hard. I mean, you said it. That's why you got to be careful what you say. That's why the Lord said in Matthew, let's go to that in Matthew chapter 12. That's why the Lord said in Matthew chapter 12 and verse number 36. But I say unto you that every idle word that men shall speak, they shall give account thereof in the day of judgment. For by thy word shall thou be justified, and by thy word shall thou be condemned. So you're condemned by your words, you also justified by your words. So if you said you was going to endure until the end, guess what? You got to endure. If you don't, you're going to be condemned by that when the Lord returns. If you said you was going to defeat that demon, you was going to go as hard as you can. You was going to serve the Lord with all thy heart, with all thy soul, and all thy mind. You have to perform that. You can't take your word back. That's off. You saying, my bad. Psych. You saying psych. Yeet, as they were saying. That's off. Everything that you have said, you have to now do. Let's go to the book of 1 Corinthians. Chapter 10. All right. This is the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 10 and verse number 21. It reads, ye cannot drink. I'm going to start at verse 20. But I say that the things which the Gentiles sacrifice, they sacrifice to devils and not to God. And I would not that ye should have fellowship with devils. Ye cannot drink of the cup of the Lord and the cup of devils. So just like you can't serve two masters, you can't drink of the cup of the Lord, then you drinking of the cup of this world. Because this world has a cup too. So it's sex in that cup. What else is in that? Drugs in that cup. Fulfilling the pleasures. It's perks in that cup. Ecstasy. All right. Vanity. Cars. Money. Clothes. Food. All of that stuff is in the cup of this world. Clout. Fame. You can't drink out of the cup of the Lord, but you still trying to partake in the cup of this world. You got to pick one. Which one? All right. What are you going to choose? You got to make a decision. You got to weigh things in a balance. Which is beneficial. Yeah, I might want you shouldn't even want the cup of the world. But let's say if you do desire that. You gotta say, what do I? You gotta do your wants versus what you need. You need this truth, man. We don't care how big you need this thing. You need the milk. All right. You need this truth. You're nothing without it. Reading on. Ye cannot be partakers of the Lord's table and the tables of devils. Do we provoke the Lord to jealousy? Are we stronger than he? See that? Every time you partaking in the cup, the table of devils, you provoking the Most High to jealousy. We not sinning with no unrighteous. We not talking to unrighteous people. Hey, it's coming to the days, man. Hey, if you just wicked and you unrighteous, you're not even finna get a conversation out of us, man. We not finna talk to you. We not sitting at the lunch table with you. I don't want to be cool with people that's wicked. Hey, that's what it's just coming into. You know, you first come into this thing, okay. You know, you got to be wise as a serpent. You might chop it up here and there. And if you wicked, I don't even want to be around you. I don't want no parts to do with you. Because you're not able to drink of the same cup that I'm drinking of. The Lord said in Amos 3:3, can two walk together except to be agreed? You got two different cups. You got a cup of the world, and I got the cup of the Lord. What I look like doing, that's like you doing a toast for somebody where you got a cup of the devils, and you doing cheers. A lot of you brothers, you do that, man. You doing cheers with people of this world. If you in the world, I don't even want to talk to you. I don't even want to be cool with you. We could be cool from a distance, but I don't even want to be cool with you. That's what we coming into. All right, let's go to Malachi, chapter 3. Right? Let's go to the book of Malachi, chapter 3 and verse number 18. Because it's going to be made manifest who's the righteous and who's the wicked as time goes on. That's what it comes down to. It's not about family. Get that out your head. It's not about family. It's not about who's cool. It's not about who fit. It's not about none of that. It's if you're righteous or are you wicked. Are you righteous or are you wicked? Ain't no in between. Don't let the eyes deceive you. This is the book of Malachi, chapter 3 and verse number 18. Then shall ye return and discern between the righteous and the wicked, between him that serveth God and him that serveth him not. All right? Hey, that's another thing that's in that cup, discernment. That's in that cup. You got to discern who serves the Most High, who don't serve the Most High. All right? It may look like somebody serves the Most High on the outer appearance. That might be meek, humble, timid, shy, you know, not really talkative. You might say, oh, man, that's a righteous man. That's a righteous person. It got to be. He got potential to come into the truth. All right? You might see a sister. All right? She's kind of quiet to herself, discreet. Man, she got potential to come into this thing. Hey, don't let that fool you, man. All right? Don't let that fool you. Because if you let that fool you, you're going to be overthrown. That's not a good judgment call. Didn't the Lord, let's go to Matthew chapter 7. Didn't the Lord say a man may be known by his fruits? Didn't the Lord say in Sirach chapter 27, verse 7, I believe? All right, the fruit, that might be Sirach 21 and 7. All right, the Lord said the fruit declareth if the tree have been dressed. Didn't he say that? So we got to start going off the word. If they don't have any works of righteousness, they're not righteous. Man is going to be known by his fruits. What is the works looking like? If you don't have no works, we can't say that you're righteous. Just like with Esau, with your credit. Esau said, if you don't have no credit, guess what? I mean, we can't really do nothing for you. Now, you might say, well, hold on, I'm new to this thing. Guess what? They don't give a damn. You got to have history of good credit. Same thing that you got to have a pattern of good works. Like it's in Titus chapter 2 and 7. That you show forth a pattern of good works. All right. This is the book of Matthew chapter 7 and verse 17. Even so, every good tree bringeth forth good fruit, but a corrupt tree bringeth forth evil fruit. A good tree cannot bring forth evil fruit, neither can a corrupt tree bring forth good fruit. Every tree that bringeth not good fruit is hewn down and cast into the fire. Wherefore better fruits shall ye know them. You're going to know everybody by their fruits. That's why the Lord said, judge not according to the appearance, but judge a righteous judge. Then John chapter 7 and 24. When you judge people, don't judge off their appearance. Don't judge how, oh, this is my auntie, how sweet they are. Don't judge off their kindness, their discretion, their humility. Judge off the fruits that they have. And your life is going to be that much more easier. All right? And again, all of this is in that cup, man. Are you able to drink of that cup? If you're not able to drink of that cup, if you don't finish your cup, if you drink a little bit, put the rest in the refrigerator, save it for later. You got brothers saving the truth for later. Yeah, I heard about that. I used to be in it. You got this one brother say, yeah, I used to be an Israelite, right? But you ain't used to be an Israelite, brother. All right? Where's that coming from? Yeah, I used to be an Israelite. I'm going to get into that a little bit later, though, when I get older. That's off. If you looking back into the world, you're getting caught up by the cares of this world. You're not on fire. You're not being diligent. And guess what? You're not fit for the kingdom. You might as well do something else. This truth is not for you. Respectfully. All right? It is what it is. You got to start dealing with reality versus this damn fantasy that America has given our people. Let's go to the book of Luke. All right. God forbid we should stop laboring. All praises to the Most High, do that time, because everybody falls. All right. I've had times where my faith might have, been low through the Spirit. All right. It's times, the spiritual demon Satan, he would tell me to stop laboring. Now, all praises to the Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, that I never took my hand off the plow. Although it was times, all right, that they wanted me to take my hand off the plow, I'm glad, and I can say confidently, that I didn't look back when I put my hand to the plow, right? Everybody can't say the same. Let's go to the book of Luke, chapter 9, right? This is the book of Luke, chapter 9, and verse number 62. And Yahushua said unto him, no man, having put his hand to the plow and looking back, is fit for the kingdom of God. And that's deep, man. Because everybody's not built for this truth, man. Everybody's not built for this, man. But guess what? If you never look back, praise to the Most High. You know how many people look back, went off the course, got sifted out, went back into the world, bugged out right now? They not fit for the kingdom. They was never fit for the kingdom. Now, you can get in shape, all right? Practice, because hard work is always going to be talent. That's just in life. So you can work hard, get in shape, get built for the kingdom. Nevertheless, you got to be built for this, man. And Lord willing, Abba Ratazai, we continue to pray and fast to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, that we be built for the kingdom. That we be worthy to be able to finish the cup of the Lord. That if you are drinking of the cup, you finish it up with no complaints. You don't sin at all with your lips. You endure to the end through the grace and mercy of Yahushua. Because that's how we're going to be saved. All right? You're saved by faith through grace. All right? That is not of your own, lest any man shall boast. So you want to ask the Most High, if you're not in shape spiritually, hey, Lord, get me in shape spiritually for the kingdom. Get me in shape. And the Most High, he'll build you up so you could be fit for the kingdom. Because you, the last thing you want to hear is a cast down profitable servant into darkness. It's going to be weeping and gnashing in teeth. That's going to be the last thing you want to hear. Or depart from me, you workers of iniquity. I never knew you. That's what the Lord, he's going to be telling certain people that, man. Let's get that in Matthew chapter 7. All right. Yahushua, he's going to be telling people, hey, I don't even know who you is. You know? Right? This the book of that precept. Right? It just slipped me. Right? That's Matthew chapter 7, 21. All right, this is Matthew 7 and 21. Not everyone that said unto me, Lord, Lord, shall enter the kingdom of heaven. Right? Just because you know the name Jesus Christ, that don't mean you get into heaven. Don't think that. Just because you think you got a relationship with God, that don't mean you get into heaven. Just because you believe in God, that don't mean you get in the kingdom of heaven. You know how many people so-called believe in God on this earth? You talk to anybody, hey, you believe in God? Yeah. You believe in God? Yeah. You believe in God? Yeah. Just because you believe in God, that don't mean you get into heaven. Stop thinking that, man. The people of the world, they think that they're going to get into heaven all because they just believe. It don't work like that. That's stupid. That's have you not read the scriptures? Have you not read the Bible? So just because you know the name of the Lord, you saying, Lord, Lord, or you acknowledging that Yahushua is the Messiah, that Jesus is the Christ, that don't mean you get into the kingdom of heaven. But he that doeth the will of my Father, which is in heaven. That's the only way you're going to get in, is you doing the will of the Father. Many will say unto me in that day, Lord, Lord, have we not prophesied in thy name? Hey, people going to be saying, hey, Lord, I gave $50 in an offering basket. Remember that one time I was praying to you when I didn't have nothing? Remember that once I was going to church, God? Right? I celebrated Easter. I celebrated your birthday, which is Christmas. I gave to the poor. They're going to be saying all type of stuff. And in my name have cast out devils. And in that name done many as works. That's what Yahushua going to say. And then I will profess unto them, I never knew you. Depart from me, ye that work iniquity. Hey, them the word, hey, one of the top 3 phases, guess what? Phrases we don't never want to hear, man. Because when you hear, when Yahushua, yeah, for one, Yahushua's voice is already as the sound of many waters. All right? That's Revelation. I mean, we could get it real quick, but let's go to Revelation. Chapter 1 and verse number 15. And his feet was like unto fine brass, after they burnt in a furnace, and his voice as the sound of many waters. So when Yahushua speaks, it's like the sound of many waters, meaning great authority, power, roaring. Not only to mention, he's literally the word. So when he say that, it's gonna cut your spirit so much. And you're gonna have certain people, they just gonna give up the ghost. Certain people, they just gonna die. Their spirit gonna leave their body. They not even gonna be able to take them words. Because when you read Proverbs chapter 18 and 21, life and death are in the power of the tongue. The words that you speak, even on a physical level, us in this flesh, the words that we speak are powerful. If I'm saying Shalom, King, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shabrakatah, mighty brother continuing to endure into the faith, guess what? That brother, he's going to be encouraged. But if I'm going around, you got certain brothers, they Shalom, nigga. That's off. That's evil. All right? Talking about Shalom, nigga. All right? What you been on? That's evil. All right? So words mean something. Words have power in them. You want to watch the words that you say. And those words, where Christ shall say to the wicked, hey, depart from me, I never knew you, ye that work iniquity. Hey, guess what? Them words, your spirit gonna leave your body. You gonna it's you. I mean, you might not even be able to shed a tear. Your spirit just going, and it is what it is. And that's word is gonna cut you to the heart, like Stephen did those men in the book of Acts, the 7th chapter. Let's get that real fast. You're gonna be cut to the heart because while you were on this earth, you didn't endure. You was goofing around. You thought this was a game. You thought, living for the Most High, serving God. You thought that was just what? You thought that was a game. No, this is the real deal. God is real. Christ is real. The angels are real. This truth is real. Christ is on his way back soon. This world is about to end. This is not a game. Time is moving faster. Right? I was just meditating on that earlier. I said, man, hey, the days is speeding up. By the time you sleep and wake back up, hey, it's the next day. It's another Sabbath. All right? Like the brothers say, they think it's a sport or a book club. Yet it's not a bikers club, man. All right? This is not a bikers club. This is the book of Acts, chapter 7, and verse number 54. Acts 7 and 54. When they heard these things, they were cut to the heart, and they gnashed on them with their teeth. So when you read Acts the 7th chapter, Stephen is given a whole recount of basically what happened to the children of Israel. How the Most High brought them out of Egypt, well, chiefly starting from Abraham, how he departed from Ur the Chaldees. They went into slavery by the Egyptians. The Lord delivered them all the way up until they got the commandments. And Stephen told them, you always resist the Holy Ghost even as your fathers did, meaning you hard-headed. You don't listen. After he said all of that, those men were so cut to the heart, and they had to kill Stephen, man. They had to stone him with stones. So again, this truth is not for everybody. You got to be built for this. This is a grind, right? Hey, this is a grind. You got certain men out here, they grinding for the kingdom. And they ain't not going to stop until they get it. So Lord willing, right, this video was edifying. Lord willing, your understanding on the cup of the Lord has changed. This not, it's not a regular cup. This is the real deal. Lord willing, you able to drink out of the cup. Lord willing, you don't spit out or vomit that cup, and you let it sit and you digest and drink all of it. All right. So Lord willing, this video was edifying. Continue to read, pray, fast, study. Most importantly, beseech the Heavenly Father for his mercy. With that, I'm going to say shalom.